Hello and welcome back to MLB The Show 18 and the Jason Parham Road to the Show. I'm Tyrant Saber. Last time out, Jason got a little bit shellacked by the Toronto Blue Jays in Fenway Park, actually, allowing 5 runs, 4 earned on 3 home runs and 6 hits total, even though he collected 8 strikeouts. Got the loss. Shame. Let's keep going. Actually, we're going to end the month of April here. So go ahead and close that out. We'll take a look at everybody's stats and see how those are looking. Slider caps. I'm not really there yet, quite, but might be worth thinking about. Pitching clutch. Get that up, I suppose. Get the cap. Actually, cap on pitching clutch might be good to have here. I don't really care about home runs per 9 for reasons I've already stated, but we'll go ahead and do that. I am a stove. All right, Jason's next outing is going to be in Oakland, actually, but we'll go ahead and stop and take a look at the Boston rotation for the moment. Yankees forever with a Baltimore avatar. Business as usual. The Red Sox are sucking it up in the American League East right now. Blue Jays are on top with the Rays and the Orioles behind. Yankees, though, 5th place. Can't be mad about that. Pitching rotation. Jason Parham, number 1 on the rotation. He's the ace with 43 innings pitched, 43 and a third, 43 strikeouts, a 2.08 ERA, mostly due to that Blue Jays game, my word. And 0.9 whip, excuse me. Chris Sale got 40 innings pitched, a 2-2 record, 41 strikeouts with a 3.6 ERA and a 1.18 whip. Not too shabby. Robbie Ray putting in some work, 4-2 record with 38 innings pitched, 39 strikeouts, a 2.11 ERA and a 1.38 whip. So he's letting people on base a little more often than Jason and company, but he is keeping them scoreless more often. Fred Lindsay, our Rule 5 draftee, 0-3, 28 innings pitched, 26 strikeouts with a 5.34 ERA and a 1.78 whip. Let's take a look at this guy. Yeah, this is his first year in the majors, and he is kind of struggling so far. Do you show? He's got a 0.8 WAR, which is not too shabby. 2.90 FIP is what they are listing for him, so that's fine, I suppose. And then Aaron Slegers, 0-5 record, 21 innings pitched, 20 strikeouts, an 8.57 ERA and a 2.00 whip, which is not good in the slightest. You are right about replacement level, so you're a 5th pitcher, in other words. 5.43 FIP, oh dear. So, yeah. These two guys, not doing so good. Jason and company, top 3 in the lineup, we're doing fine. But the other 2, kind of struggling. And then we got a couple minor league injuries that nobody really cares about. Sorry, guys. Maybe in a couple years. Let's keep going.
A manager checks in with his ball club.
Okay. Get some bumps to our stats, although I think I'm pretty well. Yeah, this guy's heard all this before. We've seen this. Okay. Jason is going to go out there against the Oakland Athletics. Now, I believe Jason has played against the Athletics one time before. Yes, Jason has started one game against the Athletics with a 1-0 record. He has a 0 ERA against them, so we'll be able to find out what he can do against them in their house. So let's get out there and get it.
Now from the home of the A's since 1968, it's baseball at the Oakland Coliseum. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Boston Red Sox and the Oakland A's. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. Barney Harrell, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy's one of the better pitchers in the league, and one stat that jumps out, take a look at that strikeout to walk ratio. That's about as good as it gets. And look for him to dominate in this one.
Now to the plate, Ken Moses. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the game, second baseman.
Okay, Boston goes up 1-0 in the top of the first, so we can take it to them right away. Let's get it.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Breaking ball taken right down the middle.
Not a good pitch.
Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, everyone always looks at the schedule, and these cross-country trips can be a bear. I always looked at them with a smile on my face. 5 hours into playing with the boys, playing some cards, really coming together. I feel like that's where the chemistry of the team really starts to take shape on those long cross-country trips. Let's see how this team plays today.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch to third.
All right, Rafael Devers over there on third picks it up, and that's one gone. Start
With
the
that,
game.
let's look at the starting lineup for the hometown A's. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Matty, how about Steven Piscotty? He's hitting over .330 on the season. And when you think about that, that's basically one hit every third at bat. That's the type of guy you want in your lineup because you know every day he's going to come ready and he's going to produce.
Striding in for Oakland, Scott Prado. He was 1 for 4 in Sunday's affair.
Okay, let's see.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Let's go.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A changeup that just nips the outside of the zone. Parham, a right-hander standing 6'3". He was a 25th round pick during the first-year player draft of 2018.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turned himself into one of the biggest superstars in our sport. I am very impressed with what this guy's been able to accomplish.
Well, you got to remember, though, that Jason Parham, once upon a time, was drafted by the Pittsburgh Pirates. Pittsburgh Pirates traded him from their minors organization to the San Diego Padres. The Padres brought him up to the majors, where Jason struggled, and then the Padres traded him to the Marlins. The Marlins kept him for a month and traded him to the Mets. The Mets kept him for about a year and then traded him to the Nationals, and then the Nationals kept him for about 2-3 weeks and traded him to the Red Sox.
Today, he's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
All right, see what we got from you. 2-1 count. I'm thinking a slider here.
Hey, your pitch. Drive it deep. Here you go.
No, I don't like that pitch.
This pitch is popped up.
Oh,
A barehanded play by LeMahieu.
Wow.
It's late. He's safe. That was a big-time stab. There was
that
just too much speed
was an
getting
ugly
down the
pitch.
line.
It was an ugly hit,
That's great
but
hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan.
I gotta give him credit. He made something out of a bad pitch to hit.
You can read the angle. You know that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
A high fastball.
Okay,
in
get
there.
that corner, Jay.
And first for him following the 1-out single.
Hey, let's roll 2. Here we go, kid. Here we go. Wait for your pitch up there.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
Swing and a miss on the
Pass and a
slider.
Slider that gets past him.
Okay, so you were early on that one, so let's go ahead and slow you down a little more. I'll go ahead and use a little showtime here. Low outside corner curveball. Let's get you.
A swinging bunt out in front of the plate.
Tapped it
And
in
that's
front of the
second
catcher.
out.
And this is Blake Swihart, and Blake Swihart gets it over to first for the second out. So 2 out, man on second.
Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
I see you back there. Don't think I don't.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 6 home runs and an even 20 RBIs.
Hey, come on, we gotta hold it right here.
Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Well, Jason has allowed 4 home runs in the last 2 games, so let's try to avoid giving up too many more of those, huh?
2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
You want a low, out of the zone fastball. It's interesting. I think I'm going to give you, yeah, I'll go ahead and give you what you want, I suppose.
The 0-2 pitch. Hard hit ball to short. And that
Well,
is
I gave him what he
through
wanted,
the
but
field, a base hit.
didn't do what I wanted it to.
And he will be tagged
On the other
out
hand,
at the plate. So
there's a
it
man
remains a
thrown out on the
one-run
base
deficit
paths
here as
like
the
a
side is
nincompoop to
retired.
end the inning.
A's strand 1. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. Coming into this one, he's carrying a rather substantial batting average up in the 330s.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1.
All right, Boston up 4-0 in the top of the, from the top of the second, so let's keep them here, right where they are. Excuse me. Keep them right where they are, I think.
Line towards center field.
Ooh, golfed out there to center, and Jackie Bradley Jr. dives for it,
Around
but
first, he's
can't
digging
make the
for
catch.
second.
So this is going to be a
Around
triple,
second now,
if not a
they're still
homer.
Searching for it out there. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Yikes. That was an absolute missile to center field from Stephen Piscotty.
He totally misplays it, and by the time he recovers, no chance of keeping him from ending up at third.
And this, kids, is why I tell you not
Here's
to
the
dive
German-born
for your
catcher,
balls.
Bruce Maxwell. He went 2 for 4 to close
Cut it
that
off,
Sunday
make the
series
catch.
finale.
It's a single, maybe it's a double, but you're not leaving it for the other outfielders to go collect.
Here we go. Right now.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
No, that's it.
Low for ball 1.
One ball, no strikes.
All right, Jay, time to collect your paycheck. You used to be a closer. You know how to pitch in the clutch, right?
Here it comes, 1-0. Hard hit toward the hole.
And that's
through
another
back
hit.
base hit. And the runner from
Simple
third
single, but
scores
that's
as they
enough
try to
for
work their way
a
back
run batted
into this
in,
one.
so it's now
Hey, guys,
4-1.
he's getting this
Boston
baseball
on
back.
top.
He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put good wood on it.
And that slider just kind of hung up there and stayed in the middle of the zone, right where I did not want it.
Batting 7, the shortstop.
And that brings up Chad Pinder as the changeup
Unfortunate,
drops in
but
there for the first
we'll
strike.
keep it going.
He'll enter play with that batting average, still shy of the 220 mark. 3 homers and 11 RBIs.
Let's go right here.
The 0-1 delivery. Now he gets on top
Ooh,
of one
that got
there
all
and
up
chops it
in
foul right at home
Blake
plate.
Swihart's business.
Hey, nobody way.
So 0-2. I'm going to go ahead and give him a high outside fastball.
Hey, you like your can up there, huh?
0-2, here it is. Fouled away.
He caught it, but he was early on it, so I think I'm going to go inside curveball, low inside corner. Well, that wasn't as inside as I would like, but that's still a swing and a miss. Get
All
off
right, let's
my
take a
plate.
quick look at how the Red Sox set up on D today. And the guy I want to focus on is second baseman DJ LeMahieu. I think what we need to take into consideration is his ability to play that position at 6'4", 6'5", with soft hands and the ability to turn a double play. We already know he's an offensive force.
Up next, the speedy outfielder Dustin Fowler. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line.
Okay.
Hey, one time, right now.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Catch the inside corner with that slider.
And set up behind the dish is Woody Keller as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Okay, inside two-seamer is an interesting call.
But at times the consistency kind of wavers a little bit. I'm not sure if you'd say he's a low ball umpire or a high ball umpire. Sometimes his zone changes from game to game.
Yeah, he can be a little inconsistent, Dan, no question about it, but he's approachable. As an offensive player, I just want to be able to turn around and say, is that as far as you're going today? And Woody will usually give you an answer.
And that one, thankfully, finds its way to the concourse on the foul side of the pole, but that one was still out of here. So let's go ahead and speed him up once again. I'm going to give him a high outside fastball. Use some showtime. And he was late on that again. How about an inside, off the plate cutter?
The 1-2. Popped him up. Devers is
Nice little pop up
Hauls
for
it in
Rafael
without any
Devers.
trouble,
Gets
and
me
there
the
are
second
two
out.
away.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Not pitching very efficiently today. We're at 26 pitches, and we're not even through the second inning.
So that'll bring in the outfielder, Boog Powell, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one.
Hey, get a good one.
Slider outside part of the plate.
Let's go.
Well, okay, man.
Hey, your pitch, get some wood on it.
And this catches.
Well, that's
the
not where I
zone as
wanted
well.
that to go,
So
but
1-2
it
now.
is where it probably should have
I guess
gone.
he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at-bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you can do anything about it.
Give him a high cutter, I think.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
Ooh,
Too high. 1-2.
good eyes. I would have thought he would have gone for that one, but
Let her rip.
The 1-2. Now a swing and a ball shot.
And he
foul
taps
right
on
at
that
plate.
two-seamer.
Maxwell, the runner at first with two gone.
she was early on, so maybe it's time for another curveball outside corner.
Swing and a miss at a big
Swing
breaking
and
ball,
a
and that's how the inning
miss.
comes to an end.
Have a
A
seat
run on
and
two
get
hits,
comfortable.
And they leave one. We played two full. The Red Sox lead it 4-1. Stepping up now, Ken Moses. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Well, Boston isn't able to add to its lead in the top of the third, so it remains 4-1, bottom of the third.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
And the batting order
Strike
turns
one to
over, and
start
we're
the
back to the
at-bat.
top of the order.
Hey, let her rip. Let her rip.
The windup and the 0-1. Swing, line drive.
Ooh,
That's
hung
gonna be
that
trouble.
curveball, and that's another gapper.
Around first, digging for two.
And this is a big outfield,
And
man.
he's going to get to second now with nobody out. So he's into second base here with a double to begin the home third. And with that, we take a look at the A's leaders in that category. And sure enough, his name is right there at the top. Stepping in, Scott Prado.
Now batting. Left fielder, Scott Prado. Hey, you got no wood?
These guys are going extra bases on me quite a bit today.
Come on now. You can do it.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball one.
And that one stayed up a little high.
Man, he just missed the zone right there. One of the toughest pitches in the game, that backdoor cutter. As an offensive player, you give up on that pitch. As soon as it comes out of the hand, next thing you know, it's trying to grab the corner.
The 1-0 delivery. A fastball that finds the outside
Caught the corner with that two-seamer.
4-1's our score here.
Now
in
an
inning number
inside
3.
slider, bottom corner. Oh, I don't like that. Well, got a hit, but he was early on it. So, yeah, let's go. Change up outside corner. See if he can catch up.
And a changeup swung on and
No,
missed
he
for the
cannot.
first out.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it, like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
Well, he had good timing on it. He just missed.
Third baseman, Roberto Garcia.
In now, Roberto Garcia, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
I haven't played the Athletics many times before, as I noted at the top of the show. I've only had one career appearance against them.
1-0 count. Here it is. Just a bit high that time as he misses
So I
for a
can't say
ball.
with authority how any of these guys are doing against Jason
where he makes his money.
long
If
term.
he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
3-0 now.
Ooh,
Matt Olson is on deck.
why you gotta do me like that? All right, well, I don't like it, but I'm gonna give him a fastball.
They have a rip like you can. Here we go.
Drilled to the left side.
And that's right past Rafael Devers over to Andrew Benintendi in left field, and that's a man on first and third with one out.
The pitcher spotted his pitch down in his zone right there below the knee. Offensive player was all over.
Well, he got it, so I can't say anything about that one. He got a good pitch, so
Hey, roll up, huh?
Into the box, Matt Olson, as he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball one. And he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone.
What away?
Look out, 2-0 now.
ooh, look out.
No strike.
Runners are at the corners with one man out.
Keep these guys in mind of who's the boss around here. Let's go outside fastball, I think. Put it on the corner, maybe.
Drilled to the right side. And
Oh,
that'll get on
dear.
through into right field
Okay,
for a base
that's-
hit. In to score, the runner from third.
That is a base hit
Nice
for...
execution right there. Ball was down below the knees. He stayed through it and was able to drive it for a base hit.
Not ideal, but it's still 4-2, so no reason to panic.
Into the box now, Stephen Piscotty has a good change.
Swing and a miss on the curveball.
And it's strike one. He found his way over to third via a
Excuse me,
triple in his
change-up.
first at bat.
Come on, let it fly. Hey, infield, knock it down, knock it down.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Fouled off.
And he tapped that cutter, but I think he
Garcia
was a
at
little
second.
late on it.
Olson is
No,
over
he
at
was
first
early,
with one
so.
away.
Let's give him an inside Showtime slider.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed.
Swing and a
4
miss.
strikeouts already,
Get
and that's out
off
number 2.
my plate.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just starts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
The catcher, number 13, Bruce.
Stepping in now, Bruce Maxwell, as he'll take strike one
Okay.
on the inside corner. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third.
Hung that curve rather unpleasantly. Low fastball outside corner.
Hey, 2 away, 2 away.
This is line to left. That's in there.
They got
Base
it
hit.
pretty well
Garcia
sighted in right
rounds
now.
the
I don't know.
corner and is headed home. He will score.
Oh,
The
and
deficit is down to
Blake
only
Swihart
1
drops it
now.
at the plate, and what would have been an
Talking about
amazing
picking your
out
teammate
from
up after
left
that
field, an
strikeout,
amazing
T-Row.
cannon
Big,
shot
big,
from
and I mean big.
Andrew
2-out
Benintendi
RBI
out
single.
there.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you
Instead
take the
turns
donut
into
off
another
your bat
run.
right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
Okay, I don't think this two-seamer's working too well for me today.
Right guy, right spot.
Standing in now, Chad Pinder, as as he takes a cold strike at the knees.
Time to work off my other
0-1.
stuff. If I,
0 for
assuming they
1
leave
in
me
this
out
one.
here long enough to do that.
Oh, and he breaks off a beauty there. 0-2 now.
Okay, so let's give him an inside cutter. See what he does with it.
And a big strikeout there. They'll leave
Stands
a couple
there
runners on
and
base,
watches
and
it
after a good
sail
start to
on
the inning,
by.
they can't
Get out of here.
capitalize any further. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits, no errors, and a couple of men left on. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Red Sox on top, 4-3. So digging in now, Dustin Fowler. He popped out in his first trip.
Fielder, Dustin Fowler.
And the Red Sox continue to pile on. It's now 6-3, bottom of the 4th. So let's
And he'll step off.
not use that
Hey, come on now.
two-seamer.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A changeup that just catches
He
the bottom
twitches
of the
at
zone
a
for
circle
strike.
change down in the
Fowler
zone.
is a very well-regarded defensive outfielder. Used to be that fielders were evaluated mostly by the eyeball test and simple stats like fielding percentage. But of course, these days there are many more advanced ways that help determine a guy's work in the field.
When he
And in
cranks
this
that
case,
cutter
he shines in many
out
ways.
to right
You know,
field,
Matty,
but
for me, I
foul.
think he does pass the eyeball test. I know you have to look at all the numbers and the analytics to really appreciate a ball player like this.
Get your pitch, driver, right here.
Okay, let's go Showtime slider on the outside corner. And go
Here's
for
a
it.
Slider, strike 3 called. And
Bye-bye.
that'll be the first out of the inning. Time now for the Red Sox Road to the Show report as we get a look at 2 guys making some noise in the upper minors.
Guy hitting .538 and for the Paw Sox. Man, call that guy up.
So that'll bring in the outfielder Boog Powell, who was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Oh, Powell. Hey, plays that first. Plays that first.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swung on but fouled off to the left.
Okay. I snuck that one past him, but he was late on it, so maybe another fastball, cutter,
Here comes the 0-1.
is the thing to do here.
High and deep to straightaway right.
Oh, and he
Back goes
cranks it, but
Martinez.
JD Martinez is waiting out there for it.
On the warning track,
Slides
he
under
makes the
and
catch.
makes the out. Yeah, in Fenway, that probably would have been
Striding
gone.
in, Ken Moses. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
We'll try to
Slammed hard the
avoid.
opposite way. And
Well,
that's in there.
that
So
didn't. That
perhaps a
trying
life here
didn't
with
seem to
2 men
work very
out.
well. So
Didn't waste any time.
here we
Like
go
the
again.
first pitch he saw to keep the inning going. Settling in now, Scott Prado. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1.
Well, Jason's holding on pretty well so far, but it's more due to the efforts of the Boston Bats than due to the Oakland's, than due to the defense or the pitching.
The 1-0. Bouncer up the middle.
Bouncer for DJ, who can't quite get there on the dive, so that's another base hit, and they keep the inning going with men on first and second with 2 outs.
And now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the
Up
board.
next for Oakland, third baseman, Roberto Garcia.
Into the box, Roberto Garcia, as he'll go after the
Swing and
first
a
pitch
miss
to
on
him.
a high
Comes up
cutter.
empty, it's strike 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game.
Hey, 2 down here. Let's get down.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Hit sharply on the ground to the left.
Here's a bouncer right on over to Rafael Devers, who gets it over to DJ LeMahieu. Gets Jason out of trouble.
Can't cut into that 6-3 deficit. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Matt Olson, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something
And
going.
Boston hung another 3 in the top of the 5th, making it a 9-3 game. So Jason's kind of laboring out here, but it may not even matter considering the Red Sox are going ham out here.
First pitch on its way.
So all Jason has to do is play some average baseball for the next couple innings, and he'll be out of here with a win.
So a good start to the inning for the A's as their leadoff hitter reaches base safely.
You think he's not setting the tone for this series right there? 3rd knock of the night, and we're only in game 1. This could be huge.
Goodness. Matt Olson taking Jason to task tonight.
Earlier, making him 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Hey, you hang till you bang it, kid. Here you go.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a knee-high pitch.
Okay, takes a circle change low in the zone for strike 1. Blake Swihart asks for a cutter low outside.
Took a wave at one around
Swing and a
the
miss
shins
on
with
that.
No luck. Olson on at first, nobody out.
And Piscotty was early on the swing, so it looks like I'm going to go for
Here we go.
curveball inside corner with the hopes of having him either hit into a double play or get a strikeout. Let's find out.
There's the good curveball as he set down
Well,
on
he
strikes
twitches,
for the second
but
time
it sails
here
right
tonight.
on
Man, this
by.
guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
The catcher, number 13, Bruce Maxwell.
One down now, one down.
Here's the German-born catcher, Bruce Maxwell. And it's fouled away. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
Maxwell also doing the business. He was early on that cutter, so I'm going to go ahead and give him a changeup on the outside. Well, we'll go inside on the changeup. I don't do too many of those.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Couldn't wait back. A swing
Swing and a miss on that.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation. So making him get a pitch
And
up and
Blake Swihart calls for an outside curveball, so I'm going to give it to him.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there. As he
And
registers
that
his
one
8th
sails
punch
on
out
by
of the ball
too.
game. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that one just missed outside.
1 ball, no strike. 2.
Okay. First two-seamer I've thrown for a while, so hopefully he's not looking for it.
The 1-0 home is
Go
taken
high
for
inside.
ball 2.
Ooh. Nearly drilled him on the shoulder.
Let's go, kid. One time right here.
Well, I've gone hard, high, and inside, so now it's time to go for low, slow, and away.
Get your pitch.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
And that doesn't quite do what I want it to, so
Pitches all day, hasn't walked the soul, but we find ourselves in a 3-ball count here. Want to see how aggressive he gets in the zone.
swing and a miss on the
3-1.
two-seamer, low inside. That redeems some pride for Jay. It's not a 3-0 count anymore.
Popped him up.
It's a pop-up out to... Ooh,
And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot.
Full count with 2 outs.
All right,
now,
so
he
it's
could put the ball
3-2.
in the gaps. He could have a good shot of driving in a run because
He
the
was
runner
late
at
on
first
that,
will
so
be
I'm
in
going to go
motion.
ahead and step
a
off
step
real
off.
fast. How am I going to do this? He was late on that pitch. Gone fast, fast, slow, fast, fast. I think the thing to do is to go slow again. So I'm going to go inside curtain.
Now he'll step off.
I am
A runner
going
on
to give him
first
that
with 2
slider,
away.
and I'm going to give him an outside corner slider. And we'll see what he does with it.
Another one as he
Swing
picks up
and
strikeout
miss is
number
what he does
9
with it.
here, and the side is retired. One left
Give
for
that
Oakland.
man a hat.
Still way back. It's 9-3. Now at the plate, Dustin Fowler. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
And it's still 9-3 in the top of the 6th, so I guess we'll find out whether or not Oakland can pull any back or if Boston can run up the score a little more. Jason's at 75 pitches through 5 innings. I don't think they're going to leave him out here for the 7th, so let's put it all out here and just get it done.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hot shot down the line. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. The throw into second. The tag, and he is out at second.
And he tries to stretch a single into a double, but that cannon on Andrew Benintendi throws it to DJ LeMahieu, and that turns him into an out, thrown out on the base paths like a nincompoop. You may not know this, but when I say that, that's actually a technical term within the not entirely serious baseball community.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
It's more to do with, or it's less to do with stealing a base
Bases are empty, 1 man out.
or getting caught stealing, and more to do with making bad decisions while running the bases like that, like turning a ball that should have just been a single into a double and getting thrown out on second. Because what you've done is effectively taken
That's
what
in there.
was a
And deep
hit
in the hole now, 0-2.
Hey, get on for us here.
away from yourself by trying to stretch it into more than it was.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
You'll see that
Line to the
occasionally
right side.
referred to in
And that
the
is
literature,
off the wall,
such as
but
it
in
is,
foul
by the
territory.
initialism
Foul
Toot
ball.
Bland.
Hey, get your pitch and drive it right here.
Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2.
Don't be shocked if he doesn't go right back to that same pitch. You could tell he jelly-legged him at the plate a little bit, froze him, but just missed the zone.
Well, I'm going to give him the same spot, but not the same pitch. I'm going to give him a change-up in that spot.
To short.
And a little chopper
Throw in
over
time at
to
first for route number 2.
Marcus Semien, gets him thrown out. That's 2 away.
Ready once again, Ken Moses. He singled his last time up.
Second baseman, Ken Moses.
First delivery to him on the way. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Curveball, same spot, you think? Sure.
Swing and a miss at a ball down.
Swing and a miss
It'll be interesting
on
to
one
see
that
if the
was
pitcher
well
goes back
outside.
to that. I don't know if the hitter was trying to work the ball the other way, but whatever it was, it just did not look good.
Your pitch right here. Let's go, kid.
The 0-2 delivery.
Try a high outside fastball,
And a
see if he can
fastball
catch
just
it.
a bit high.
He
Pretty
can't, but then
standard
again, he doesn't
fastball
need
right
to.
there, 0-2. Now he's changed the eye level of the batter so he can start working something in like an off-speed curveball down in the zone.
The 1-2.
I'm going to go slider inside.
Grounded back up the middle.
And he taps it over to Marcus Semien, who
And the throw pulls the first
pulls
baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
pulls Jose Abreu off the bag.
2 outs. It's not every day you see a guy pick him up and put him down like him getting down at first base right there.
I mean, Ken Moses was making his way down pretty fast, so maybe that would have been a hard play in the best of circumstances, but it doesn't help when you're offline.
He's set and the pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Your pitch only, huh?
And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in
swing and a miss on the changeup, circle change. That's 2-0, or 0-2 rather. Let's go ahead and use that last sliver of showtime to give him a curveball on the outside corner.
Strike him out.
That freezes him.
Game and the inning is over. The A's strand one. Still way back. It's 9-3.
Jason must be unconscious. It's the only way to explain the fact that he's gotten 10 strikeouts and yet also allowed 3 runs.
Coming to the plate now, Roberto Garcia. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Martinez has
and that one's right out to J.D. Martinez. 1 pitch, 1 out. Bottom of the seventh. Boston has added 1 in the top of the 7th, so it's now a 10-3 margin.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson, trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, this guy has got some pretty good hits off of Jason today, so I'm feeling a little intimidated.
Here comes the first pitch. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field.
And that one has gone yard. And he's not... Oh, it's going to bounce off the wall.
And he'll pull into second with his
that one was very nearly out of here. So he's gone 4 for 4 and now has added a double to his total that was almost a home run. Right off the top of the wall.
He'll take a double anytime.
And they're going to leave Jason out here. I guess they think their margin is big enough that they don't need to worry about it.
In now, Stephen Piscotty, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Hey, get your pitch. Drive it right there.
Cutter, same spot? I don't think so.
Hey, we got one.
Weak roller right side to his right.
And that's a bouncer on over to Jose Abreu over at first, and he gets the out, so that's 2 away with a man on third. So now it's going to take a base hit to get that, but Bruce Maxwell's gone 2 for 3 tonight, so it's not like that's going to be impossible to get.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And the changeup is way low that time. The 1-0. Popped him up. Devers waits on it. Makes the
pop up. Rafael Devers collects it, and that is the 7th inning in the books.
No errors and 1 man left aboard. 8th inning coming up. Boston's out in front, 10-3. Robbie Scott is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 36, Robbie.
Well, this one's pretty much over except for the screaming, but Jason has done his part today. Pitched for 7 innings, and he will most likely be in line for the win unless there's an epic collapse by the Red Sox pitching. Not like that's unheard of. Let's find out. Survey says...
It seemed like everyone had a hand in this win, and that's usually the case when you win a game by 8 runs. feels good to dominate a game like that.
11-3, the final score in this contest. The Boston Red Sox.
Well, this wasn't a pretty one by any stretch of the imagination, but Jason scuffled out there and still got the win. He pitched for 7 innings, allowed 14 hits and 3 runs, but also collected 10 strikeouts. His ERA has gone up to 2.32 on the year. His FIP is down to 2.21, and his xFIP is down to 2.51. So that's going to do it for me. Until next time, I'm Tyrant Saber, and I will see you at the ballpark.